Hello everybody, my name is Benjamin Bloom. I have just witnessed QPR 1, Leeds United 0. QPR end their run of 7 straight defeats against title-chasing Leeds United, in the process dealing a bit of a hammer blow to Leeds' title chances. I know there's still a way to go, but Leeds could have gone top tonight. And again, they play on Friday night before Sheffield United, before Norwich. They could have put themselves out in front, but they are staying down there in third for the time being. There's a long way to go. So if you're a Leeds fan, you'll hope that that was not too significant tonight. A lot of football to be played. This is what happened. QPR lining up Lumley in goal, Furlong, Leisner, Hall and Bidwell across the back, Voslek, Cousins, Luongo and Freeman across the midfield, Eze in the 10 position playing off Wells up front. Leeds 4-1, 4-1, so the spare players for each team both in the same spot of the pitch. Casilla in goal, Ayling, Janssen, Cooper, Alioski, Phillips, the sitting midfielder, Roberts and Klitsch in front of him, Harrison down the left, Hernandez down the right, Patrick, Bamford up front. Every time I've seen Leeds, there's been Kemar Roof up front, so first time I've seen them kind of without him spearheading them. Although I've heard today that he's not going to be operated on and he's done his first week of recovery, so you'd hope he's back as a Leeds fan, but you'd hope for his sake they don't rush him back too quickly for the sake of his body. Off we go. Quick break by Leeds. 40 seconds into the game here. Roberts played into the 10 position by Klitsch. Out to Bamford to Hernandez. He's in the inside right position. Goes onto his left foot. Kind of half hits it, but it doesn't go far wide along the floor there. On 3, Voslek down the right. Plays it round the corner to Freeman. A low left footer from him, 20 yards safely wide. So both teams get a sighter within the first 3 minutes. Freeman, lovely sidestep here. Inside, feeds Eze, shot, charge down and tamely through to Casilla. For the first 10 minutes, it's pretty competitive. I'd say QPR just edged those opening periods, but Leeds are now going to come at them. First though, Freeman beats Ayling again. Eze outside him, takes on Phillips. Great crossing spot there. Men over, can't deliver. Roberts to Bamford, shoots from the D. It's a hand at this point. I think it was Leisner. Point blank range. I guess that's not deliberate according to the ref. Although he did have a look at it. I think he was quite pleased when it ran for Leeds, so he could say, look, well, whatever happens, I'm either playing an advantage or I'm playing on. Leeds forced 2 corners. Second one whipped in by Alioski, is tipped over well by Lumley there. Leeds into the game now, just getting a foothold. And I say they're getting a foothold. Rangers can't get out as we come up to 14 minutes. Roberts with it 25 yards out. Centrally gets a shot off. Routine save from Lumley from the right foot. So the first quarter down. Eze is starting to get very close to Phillips, so it looks like QPR at this juncture are sacrificing their number 10 to kind of look after Calvin Phillips, stop attacks building down there. QPR looked early on like they had a bit of an outlet. Voslek against Alioski and Freeman against Ayling. That looked like the way, trying to get them one-on-one or trying to catch Leeds when the fullbacks came up the pitch. But as we move on now, Leeds are really going to push on in this first half and start to dominate. On 27, Hernandez lifts it over Bidwell. Ayling crosses that on the half volley. Bamford is free, gets a really good connection on this volley. Right-footed, is wide. Difficult chance, but you think once he's connected like that, if that hits the target, that is going in. Klitsch orchestrating on 32. Ayling robs Freeman. Hernandez, right-hand side of the box, stands his man up. Low right-footed cross. He takes his time all the way across the box, flashes right across. Bamford's arriving at the back post. Everyone throws themselves at it, and it just goes out. You can see Leeds have the possession, the territory, but it's all ifs, buts, near misses rather than clear efforts at goal. Out comes Cooper, bounding out of defence on 33. Great surge out. Lovely chip into Hernandez here. He heads it across first time. Bamford is free. Goal gaping. Great block by Leisner there. I call this Bielsa turbo mode now. Leeds have reached that mode where they're just playing at 100 miles an hour and they're completely, you can't get near them when they're like this. But no clear cut chances. 38, this is what does for them. I think this is actually quite a key moment because Leeds are well on top, and Cooper has a cut and needs to go out and get that sorted out. And this is around 38 minutes, and Leeds do lose their momentum now. There's kind of lots of scurrying around in the technical box, and Klitsch doesn't know whether he's sitting or pushing on, and lots of waving, and Leeds, inevitably, they've got 10 men, end up dropping back. Phillips goes into the centre-half position. And like I say, Klitsch didn't really know he was coming or going, and that upset the balance of the midfield, played into QPR's hands, and allowed them just to get the foot off the neck that Leeds had on there. So I think underrated kind of key moment there. Cooper doesn't actually come back for another 6 or 7 minutes. That being said, straight ball forward. Wells, now he's never going to beat Cooper in the air, but he beats Phillips, makes the flick. Voslek onto it, and Janssen, good block from his half volley. Luongo smashes into Roberts at the end there, yellow card. Cooper comes back in. So we are 0-0 at half-time. First 10, competitive, maybe QPR slightly edging it. Leeds come into it. They find their super turbo mode, 27 to 37. But they don't create the chances. I don't want to do a cause and effect thing and say, oh, is Roof making different runs than Bamford done? Is that threat different? Is it less, more effective? But I think we know about Leeds that it's normally just pressure and forcing a goal like that rather than necessarily slicing through teams. But they did seem to reach that utopian Bielsa turbo intense mode. But I hear you all saying it while you're watching it, no goal. So it doesn't really matter, and just knocked their momentum when Cooper goes out and they go down to 10 men for 6 minutes. Good chance now for QPR to regroup, get themselves together. Can they start the second half a little bit better than they finished the first half? Well, yes, they can, because right at the start of the second half, QPR take the lead. Talk about half-time coming at the right time. It's Luongo. I was expecting to be Voslek down there. He's chasing down in that right channel, and he just keeps going and going and going. And you think, oh, can he win a corner from this? Can he win a corner? He does even better than that. He makes a yard right at the byline and beats his man. He puts it across the box low. Now, the net cause of Luongo taking a few extra yards is Freeman from the left-hand side is able to then follow the play up. He comes into the box. He sees the ball coming across. He reads it really well. It's going to fall straight for Luke Freeman. He steps over it, lets it go between his legs, flicks it, back heels it into the net. Beautiful finish from Freeman. Every time I watch QPR, Freeman seems to get a goal, and he's done it again today. Really lovely finish. Great work by Luongo. He's supposed to be a sitting centre midfielder in this system, but he gets right forward, gets the cross in, and it's a sucker punch for Leeds. That seemed to be the only way that QPR were going to get a goal, you know, regroup, catch Leeds cold somewhere. Well, they caught them cold straight after half-time. And now, QPR, as we know they can do under McLaren, can they sit on this lead and kind of piece together a clean sheet in the second half? Bidwell goes through. Roberts, another yellow card there for QPR. 53. Alioski forward from left back, wasteful 30-yarders. Lots of people up there. Maybe could have done more with that. Wells out to Freeman on 54. On the left, Freeman, obviously, his biorhythms are going now. He's got his tail up. Backed up by Bidwell. Deep cross by Bidwell. Voslek's made space here. It's one of those ones where he's kind of static and the ball's curling backwards. Can't generate enough neck on that header, and it's straight through to Casilla. 56, Wells takes a yellow for dissent. QPR now, they have a long way to go, but they're going to start to try and see this out. They're going to stay down when they get a knock. They're going to contest everything. They are going to do everything they can to cling onto this lead. 59, Freeman, another good dribble. He's coming diagonally towards the box. He kind of skids into a tackle and slides the ball in. It takes a lucky bounce. It's bobbling quite slowly. It's going to fall to Wells. Wells is free in the box. He's about 8 yards out. It's coming to him slowly. He swivels, hits the shot left-footed, and it's great goalkeeping by Casilla, who's right out and throws himself at it. If that comes to Wells a bit quicker, he's going to score that. They get the direction on the kind of lucky bounce, but they don't get the pace on the ball. Freeman having a really good 15-20 minute period here for QPR. Leeds force a corner on 62, ends with a big QPR counter. Freeman gets Cousins in past Hernandez. He goes into the box. You don't want to see this if you're a Leeds fan, because the last two men, Hernandez and Bamford goes all the way back. He goes body to body with him, and down he goes. It's a penalty shout here. Nothing doing there. Sorry, who was it? It was Cousins. Sorry, completely lost my place there. Bamford chasing all the way back. No penalty there. Bielsa starts to do his tinkery stuff here on 64. Douglas comes in for Phillips, which means Douglas goes to left back. Klitsch goes to deep midfield. Alioski goes over to the right wing, and now he's going to try Hernandez in a more central position where he can maybe get into the 10 area. It was a bit difficult today because that area was loaded up with Cousins and Luongo in there. So it looked like Hernandez was getting dangerous in that first period, you know, when he can come out and find that space on the flank and play those angles and let people just run past him because they know he's going to find him. So interesting where you put Hernandez in a tight game like this. Rangers corner on 68, headed out, thump! Wow, he smacks this one. Luongo, edge of the box on the left foot. Volley doesn't miss by much. I think Casilla is behind it, but good technique nonetheless. It's not really happening for Leeds now. QPR really buoyed by that goal. They weren't really in it in the last period of the first half, but they get that goal and it really just elevates everything they're doing, knowing that they have a lead to defend here. Bielsa goes again. Dallas in for Ayling, straight swap, but I guess Dallas has a history of a winger, so it is an attacking swap there. He's going to go in at right back. Big chance now. Hernandez, he's pulling the strings. He has got into a good inside right position here. It's a low, deliberate ball from right to left. Everyone's flooded the middle of the box, so Douglas has got a free run to come up to the left. He goes into the box. He takes a touch. Really bad technique from Douglas. He's better than that, and he puts it way over the goal without even forcing a save from Lumley. Just panicked. Was he a little bit cold there? He's only been on for 8 minutes, for 10 minutes, but good chance nonetheless. Hernandez again pulling the strings. 76, McLaren reacts to the kind of newly configured Leeds midfield now. Asai Samuel comes in from Eze, so he goes left. Freeman goes into the 10 position. Bit more legs in midfield down that side. And on 78, it's a big chance. Dallas picks it up at right back. He drives forward. It's a 1-2 with Hernandez. He keeps going into Roberts. Another exchange of passes into the box. Hits it right foot. It's opened up for him. Lumley down well. Makes the save. Up it bounces. Bamford pounces on it. He heads it. And Lumley saves again. And the QPR fans breathe a sigh of relief, and that massed ranks of Leeds fans are really loud behind the goal, hold their heads. Doesn't look like it's going to be Leeds day to day. 81, Izzy Brown. Smart me up, Leeds fans. That must be his first appearance. I don't know if he's made any other sub appearances. On he comes for Alioski. So now Hernandez goes back off to the right. Brown is going to be in that central sort of 10 position. Douglas puts the corner into the back post. Harrison, and Brown's first thing he does, Harrison tries to recycle that corner and it hits Brown in the face and goes out. Inauspicious start from him. Hemed, in for Wells. Bit more muscle as opposed to Wells' running power. Up front, Brown. It's a bad start from him. Absolutely clatters Cousins. Yellow card so far. He's just trying to get into the game and it's not really working for him yet. Scowen on for Freeman. So now the 4-4-1-1. McLaren matches up completely. He's going to play 4-1-4-1 like Bielsa is. And Luongo is going to sit in front of the back four. They are happy just to defend this lead. Now 86, Scowen clatters Roberts. Now Roberts, I think, drew about 4 yellow cards on his own today here. Yellow for him. And I just put a note, I've never seen 2 subs get booked so quickly. Brown on 81 came on. Scowen on 84 came on. They're both booked by 86. Incredible. Wow, 89 minutes. It's a huge chance for Rangers this time as Leeds pile forward. Scowen slides it through, left-footed. Asai Samuel into the box. He's sprinting. He's got to hit it on the run. He's trying to generate the angle. Casilla gets his angles exactly right and he pounces on it. It's not a bad shot at all, but good bit of goalkeeping. Up goes the board. We have 5 minutes stoppage time, but Rangers do a really good job here. They keep the ball in the corner for most of it. They manage to win free kicks, throw-ins. Dark arts it up and see it out for the win. So let's quickly talk about Rangers. They'd lost 7 on the trot. McLaren seemed to have been trying everything. 3-5-2s, 2 up front, 1 up front with a 10 behind. 4-man midfield. He tried absolutely everything in this run and he finally gets the win against the big mighty old Leeds United. So weird championship stuff again. All of those games they've lost. Where would you expect it to turn? Not today probably, but they get the win. I guess based on that second half, they probably merited it because they took what Leeds had to offer them. They scored at a really good time. And then McLaren is good at this. When he's got something to work with and a very, very clear brief, his players are always sort of well organised and the head it, kick it stuff at the back was done well. The pressing was done well. And Leeds couldn't create any really, really clear chances, hence that clean sheet for Rangers. So Rangers, I guess, must jump up a place to 17th. They will just be pleased to get that horrible run finished and try and move on with their season and try and move back up into the mid-table. Remember, end of December, they were a couple of points off the playoffs, so it's been a horrendous run outside of the FA Cup for QPR. Let's talk about Leeds. We have to talk about Leeds. Always a big story. We came here tonight. I'm thinking I'm going to be coming and doing a video about Leeds going back to the top of the league. They've given QPR their 8th straight defeat. No, that's not what we're saying. They did choke a little bit, to be honest, because they did have the whole of that second half to come and get at least a point, which would have put them into second or, you know, push on and go for that win. But it didn't happen. It was going well for Leeds. Like I said, I think the first 10 minutes was competitive, but from 15 to 25 they got on top and Leeds were excellent from 27 to 37. And that fortuitous moment, they happen in games. Cooper off, 10 men, just took the momentum out, and then killer time, QPR come out, take the goal. But I think what I'm disappointed about with Leeds, and we've said this, they have these intense periods of brilliance where you're watching them thinking, wow, I would hate to play against this. They're just scything through the positions, but it's making those clear chances. It's almost like the football is so rock and roll that they don't have that kind of relaxed, right, take it, create a tap-in with these great moments that they create, cutting through teams, but all so sort of frenetic. They didn't manage to do that at all today. And it wasn't a great second half by Leeds. I was all ready to see what Bielsa had, but I think Luongo and Cousins were physical in the middle there. Leeds couldn't get down the sides. And Bamford, maybe, interested to see what Leeds fans say in the comments, maybe Leeds missed the threat running in behind of Roof, you know, buzzing about as he does there. So Leeds could not do it today, and the game in hand has gone and the chance to go top has gone. Big one though on Friday night, and you know what it's like in Leeds. Sell out under the lights. If they beat West Brom on Friday, they'll go top then, and all will be well. So just makes that game on Friday even bigger. And we're just looking at this run in now. Leeds still got West Brom, Sheffield United to play. Tonight has been a good night for Norwich and Sheffield United indeed, I think, in that title chase. Loads and loads of football to be played. I think everyone now, 12 games left. Could be wrong about it. I think everyone's played 34 now. I haven't checked the table. So really interesting time. Let me know what you think if you're a Leeds fan watching. What went wrong tonight, and what's the expectation now for the next few weeks? And when's Roof coming back? Do you need him back? Seems like all those players are coming back now. Brown's in. Berardi was on the bench as well. Douglas was back in. Dallas was back in. Seems like they're all back now. Just need that big last couple of months now of the season for Leeds. Let me know what you think in the comments. Rangers fans, Leeds fans, any fans, particularly, excuse me, with reference to the title race, Sheffield United fans, Norwich fans, if you're watching as well. Where am I? I'll be doing the Championship preview on Thursday, so look out for that. So if you're not commenting or thumbs up, well worth subscribing and getting involved. We've got a great load of people who watch this channel and really share good information. Loads of supporters of loads of different teams all get involved, especially on those live streams. Really good fun on Thursdays. And Sundays, I will not be at a match this weekend. I will be at the Steel City Derby on Monday night, but I am being a good boy with my missus this weekend, and I won't be at any games, but we'll be doing the review on Sunday, so look out for that. Follow me on Twitter, hit the subscribe button, and let me know what you think. Are Leeds going to fall apart? Let me know. Thanks for watching.